So I've gotten some questions from some of you about how are you supposed to test your bridge at home? You don't have the supplies that we have in the makerspace. So I have some ideas of how to do it yourself at home. So the first thing is you need to be able to attach some amount of weight to your bridge to test it, to see how much it can handle before it breaks. So I made a simple little contraption here. I got a colander and it has two handles on it. And so it's nice and handy because I just attached, actually this was an old exercise band. You could use string, you could use rope, you could use anything, get creative, even old shoelaces. Basically something that you could tie to one end, loop through the bridge where you want to attach it, and then tie to the other end. And so what I created was I took two stools and I put them 35 centimeters apart. So I actually measured that they're 35 centimeters apart. It's important that they're at the same height. So my bridge isn't ready to test yet, but I wanted to check out when it's ready, do I have the supplies I need? So I'll put my bridge in between these, and then I have this is sort of like the bucket. And so the cool thing is that you probably have some things around the house that have a very consistent weight. So for example, if you have a can of beans or a can of vegetables, if you look at the bottom, it'll say net weight. And so generally these are about a pound. They're about 15 or 16 ounces each. So what you can do once you're ready with your bridge, you can put your contraption and then add your cans and see how many cans does it take before it breaks. And so then you just add up those cans and that will be how much. Now let's say you don't have canned food around. Well, what you could use instead is water. So the cool thing is that 24 ounces of water, which is my water bottle, weighs 1.5 pounds. So you can actually look up this conversion rate online. So if I put a water bottle in here, I know that's 1.5 pounds. So you can continue doing that if you have a bunch of water bottles, you could do that. Or if you have a pot, ideally a light pot, but if you have a pot at home like this, you can just pour in water, just measuring how many ounces of water you put in. And that way you can calculate the weight. So the final thing is, it doesn't have to be a colander. You could actually just tie a string around the cans and then hang them from your bridge. Get creative, right? If you have questions or different ideas, let me know. Now, some of you might have actually a couple of handy things like a kitchen scale. If you have a kitchen scale, this is going to be helpful for weighing your bridge before you break it. Now, if you don't have this at home, that's totally fine. You'll still just take a picture of your bridge and you'll upload it before you break it. And then some of you might have a bathroom scale. This is another way that you can figure out how much your weight is by just measuring it. So you can put, if you have a pot of water, you can put it over here and see how heavy it was. Now, if you're working with water that's open, that's not in a water bottle, I recommend that you put some towels around the ground because it might splash. All right, there are my tips, so let me know if you have any questions.